Last week I had a sales call that lasted exactly 12 minutes. The prospect had already made up their mind before we even spoke. Why? Because they watched my content on Instagram. Today I'm going to show you exactly how to make your content work like referrals, which we all know are kind of like the easiest deals to close. Before we get into it, think about why referrals are easier to close. Number 1, someone they trust recommended you. Number 2, they've heard about your results. Number 3, they know exactly what to expect. Number 4, they're basically pre-sold. Now here's the interesting part. What if content could create the same exact effect referrals do? You can literally have meetings where your current clients do the selling for you. Your prospects trust you before the meetings even happen. They've seen proof of your work. And lastly, they have every reason to say yes. But when it comes to actually getting referrals, like somebody refers you, here's a problem with that. You can't actually control when referrals come in. Some months you get 5, some months you get 0. So this is why you need to create this effect on demand so it can actually become predictable. This is how you scale predictability. So how do you actually achieve this? It's not like an overnight thing where you can just download a few things, post a certain stuff, and now you have referral-based social media platforms, which is generating you booked meetings left, right, and center. It's not how it works. So the first thing you would need to build is social proof. You need to show people that other people are following you, and don't buy bots. That's kind of the worst thing you can do. It might work for short term, and by short term I mean literally just a month or 2, and long term is sometimes subjective. This would also work 2 months from now. Don't buy bots. Bots is not a good strategy. You need authentic social proof, actual people following you, people who know other people are following you. Especially if you're a local business or industry based, a specific service you sell. If other people, let's say somebody's interested in hiring you, they see other people, their friends and family following you. Let's say you have 5,000 followers and they see some mutuals following you. That's an instant credibility builder as well. Because all of a sudden it's okay, these people know the service provider. Let me see what he has to do. Or if they're ready to even buy from you, ready to book a meeting from you. It's just that one simple element that makes the step easier for them to book a call with you. So any barrier we can remove from them to them being a prospect, to them booking a meeting with you, we need to remove as much as those we can. When a customer refers a client to you, they're removing barriers, they're answering all of their questions, and then they're actually seeing the proof in their work, which comes to my second point. Client results. So think about it. When a prospect refers you, it's because they've seen results, and when a client or anybody who's being referred to you, they like the results and they want the results for themselves as well. You could do that using your social profiles. Just show what you've done for other people and just multiply that by 10. Keep showing what you've done for other people and post as many case studies and relevant testimonials you can on your social profiles. This immediately answers the question, can this person do it and will this work for me? If they see you doing this time and time again, of course it'll work. If they see a lot of case study of you doing this time and time again, that's a win for you. That makes it more easier for them to decide. Now there's one more thing that content offers that referrals don't. They actually learn from your content. So for example, let's say you have a follower who's been following you for weeks at this point, or even months. And this does happen. Once you've built a following, you'll have kind of this waterfall effect where people in the past have been following you. They'll start book meetings, and people who are following you pretty much at the spot will book meetings for you. So there's all types of things happening. They will learn a lot from your content, to the point where as soon as you even go into the meeting with them or speak with them, they'll be repeating or finishing your sentences hey, yeah, use this technique. Oh yeah, I heard about that technique actually. You watched a couple of your videos. I found that very interesting. So now all of a sudden it's okay, well, this person already knows the whole program. Not only does that make it easier on the sales call, but it actually makes it easier overall for the whole thing. Now when it comes to the actual content you'll be posting, that's a very important piece as well. You can't just be posting your family photos or your dog photos. You need to show actual behind the scenes content, your process content. Do you want to explain your methodologies? You want to, provide them actual value on information so you can make the sale easier. That's the goal. Make sure you have the goal on top whenever creating content, because it's so easy to get derailed whenever it comes to creating content, because you might go okay, this isn't getting that much engagement. Maybe I should try this trend. Maybe I should hire this person to make me more viral type content. And now all of a sudden you've completely changed the goalpost, while the goalpost never really changed in your mind. It was to get more clients. So just make sure, very important, you stay on track. Create value-based content. Vanity comes later. For some people, never. It's always about sales. Now at this point, let's say you have all the content built out, you have all the value-based content, you have case studies, testimonials, you have a proper social profile. And another thing you could do is like, if you have the time, or just outsource it, which I heavily recommend if you are in short of time, is to outsource all of this just to make more time for yourself so you can focus on what matters all the time, which is sales, making money, scaling the business. All the content stuff can get pretty hectic very, very fast. But let's say you've done all of this. What happens now is you have multiple trigger points for your prospects to make a decision. So the first one is you have value-based content and they can learn from you, which is a bonus point. They have case studies and testimonials. You've done it for other people and it has worked. Another bonus point. They see your behind the scenes process. They watch your content. They put a face behind the words. It adds a human element to it, plus another point. So if you add all these points, this instantly makes the whole process much easier. This makes all the calls much easier compared to like a super cold call where, let's say somebody comes from like a pure ads, or if nobody really knows you and you're taking that call compared to a call like this, it's just much more easier to do because cold calls are like, okay, you don't know this person, they don't know you. They come to you like they hate you and you have to make sure your grammar is correct, every sentence is spot on, and if it's not, they basically will never buy from you or talk to you again. So I mean, and of course you have to go through that, but this just kind of like makes that whole process much easier. But yeah, remember, like good content, it just doesn't attract leads, it also pre-sells them. So you need to start treating your social media like a referral machine, not just like any type of billboard. And by the way, if you want us to build this social system for you, there's a Calendly link right down in the description. Just click on that and book a call and we can take care of this for you as well. But other than that, I will see you next week. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and also click the like button as well, because it just helps with the algorithm stuff. And I'm trying to post this content weekly basis, so it'll help the channel as well. All right, I'll see you next week.